Hi everyone, I'm back again now. I'm going to continue on to getting this so I can get the doors on the cab. And then after I get this cab done, I'm going to put the cab onto the on the truck. Oh, just a sec. I've left my glasses over at my other desk. Just a sec. I'll duck over and grab them. I'm going to check something too. I'm coming back right now. Sorry for that. I thought I had them here with me, but I didn't. Okay, now, I'm going to get back into putting the top hinge in, and that's tiny, this top hinge. Extremely tiny. And then I'll put the doors on, you'll see how the doors will go and stuff, and then, like I said, I'll grab the chassis and I'll put this on it. So you can see it going on after I get the doors on. But I'm not going to put the exhaust or mirrors or nothing on just yet because I'm not going to get them on because I leave my mirrors and exhausts and all that till absolutely last, so they don't get bumped and knocked around. We still have to build the rest. Okay. Now see how this fits in. Oopsie daisy, it's still a little bit tad tight. I might have to get in here, and she just doesn't want to go in for me. Okay, we'll fix this. Just might have to scrape a bit of paint off in here and just get this file down a bit so I can get this in here. Because it's just in here where all this goes, just in there. Where I'm trying to get this hinge in. Now, might have to grab this, just file this down a bit more. Going to put this onto the flat file I've got here, onto the rough surface so I can get this in. Don't want to break that pin off. Just get that on there. She'll go for me. It will go. Just going to file this down a bit so I can get this in. I've had to do this before. I've never built one of these yet without have to alter a hinge like this before. It's always one side's good, one side's a little bit iffy, and this side is the iffy side. As long as it'll be right. I'll get it. I'll get it in. She'll go in. I just might have to lift this piece up too. That's what I might have to do is just lift that piece up to slide this in. Just doesn't want to go in for me, that Kurt. Just doesn't want to go in. Don't want that dash piece to come out at all. No, thank you. Because if that comes out, that's going to make it extremely hard to get back in. I'll just shave a little bit off in here. Get the knife and just shave that off in there so then it will slide in for me. The tighter it is, the better it'll be, but just want to just shave this off in there so then it will go in for me. Looks like this is starting to open this up a bit. I've had to do this a couple of times before, shave these off. I'll get it. I know I'll get it. It just takes that tad of work to get it. Just that little bit extra. That's why I'm so patient, because I can sit and do this type thing. I know other people that don't have the patience to sit and work for hours and hours and hours on these, where I do have that patience. Now, just want to grab that file again. Just file some stuff off for a little bit. just to get this in. That's why it's good to have files. Pieces sometimes just don't go in right, but when you get them in, they're good. Just to take that off it a bit, just to make that just that fraction bit smaller. And I reckon with this, what I'm doing, should just slide straight in. I know it's hard to see, but it's a fine little piece. I can't get this so you can see where it is. It's a tiny little gap in there what I'm working on. It's that gap there I'm working on to get the hinge in that gap in that door there. For that. That's what I'm working on, is that. Now I've got to make sure I got that up the right way. Make sure it all goes in the right way. That hinge sticks up like that. That piece goes in there like that. I'll just see how this goes in now. I put a tad of glue in there. Sometimes that helps, because the glue helps it slide in, because if you don't have that tad of glue in there, sometimes it locks on the, it sticks on the paint. With the glue, she'll just go, should go in for me, I hope so. Should get this in a sec. She's just been a little bit stubborn for me. What I might have to do is just lift this up a bit and then get this in. She'll go in. Just takes that little bit of persuasion to get this in. There it goes. It's going in for me. It's going in. Just takes that little bit of persuasion just to push this in. Going to get the end of the flat screwdriver, flat file, and just now it's in. Good. That did work just by putting that bit of glue and just filing it down a bit. It worked. That worked for me. Good. See the hinge in there now. You can see that little tiny red bit there. It's in there now and matches up with that one. Good. It's in. Pleased with that. Now the doors. Get these done. Now I just have to get these hinges off. 128, 125, 128, 125. One side has 125 and one side has 128. That's how you know which is which. Now, right, that's the door for that side. So I'm working on the driver's side. So I need all 125 and the other side's all 128. Okay. When I get all this done, it'll be good. Now, that's the other side door. Now, I'm just going to double check again. Yeah, 125 for the driver's side. And just slip that off there. Slip that off there. Put that one there with that door. Oh God, where did that hinge go? Oh there, good, thank God it didn't fly off on me. I don't want that to fly off on me. It's good, it's 125. Now I'll put 128 on top of that one. I'll do each side door as I go. Hold that so I don't lose it. Don't want it flying off and getting lost because I don't have the parts. Don't have no spare hinge door parts. That's what it flew to. Okay, that's that done. That's empty now. Just put that down the lid. Put that over there. So I'm going to work on the driver's side door first. There is a little piece of stuff on this that I have to take off, so when I slip her in she'll go in. One's top and one's bottom. And there's a way to tell this too. I think the one I've got here is the bottom hinge. When you go to slide them in, that's when you'll know which is which. And how I get them on, one hinge is out a little bit further than the other one, and then when it slides in, it will click into place. That's how they all go in. There's a couple of little lugs on this. I'm just going to, when they're being moulded, there's a couple of little mould things that have to come off. That's one hinge. This is the other hinge. I'll put that hinge there so on the white paper so you can see it. Because red on red you can't see it. That's the only thing wrong with the red. When I'm working with red you can't see it. So I thought I'd whack it there so you could see it. Just trim this down a bit. So it's all looking nice and tidy and stuff. When all this is on, be good. The cable will look good when she's on the chassis. I know when I bring the chassis over, I've got one back wheel to fix up. That keeps coming off. Right, okay. Right. That one there is the top hinge. This one here is the bottom hinge. Now, they slide in one certain way too. Grab the door. Now, there's a tiny little, I'll grab something with a point. There's a hole in there, and there's a hole in there. One slips into there, one goes in, and one has to stay out a little bit more. And when these go in there, no, something wrong there, that's not right. It's just not sliding in right for me. Right, okay, that's the top one, isn't it? Yep, that's the top hinge. Hey, come here, you. Come here. Come here, you. That's it. See that there just slid in for me. Yep, it just slides in and in it goes. Got to leave that sticking out like that. I'll show you in a sec why I have to leave that sticking out like that for. And that one goes in a bit too. Right, there's a little burr on the end of that, on the end of this hinge. I'm just going to take that burr off because you want them to sit absolutely flat when they go into the top part. Now that burr should be off there. I'll just grab a file and I'll just give that just a quick little file down. Don't glue these. Showing into the thing, no glue. Has the circle with the glue and then a mark through it. Showing not to glue it. Just lightly file that nice and smooth so it's smooth. I might grab the top one and do the same with it. The top one and the bottom one are two different sizes. In these, I'll just put them down so you can see them. The bottom one has got a bigger piece on it. See just there, that's a lot more further down, where this one's not as long. Because that one there, when it's all in, slips into there where there's no top groove on this one. So there's a groove there where that, when they lock in, they lock in. It just goes with a little click and you know that they're in. Now, I'll grab this hinge. I'll put this hinge in to where it has to go. That's a bit far in for when I go to put the thing in. And this one will go in too. Slip this one in. Inside these doors, there are little grooves inside the doors where they slide in. Just see there on the book, there is grooves. When you're building up the doors, there is tiny grooves. I know what I can do, but I'll get it afterwards, and I'll show you on the Black Magic Truck. I'll just pause this, and I'll go and grab the doors, and I'll show you what I'm talking about by the groove. I'll go out to my other kit, and I'll grab that so you can see it. Just pause it for a second, I'll be back. You can see I've got the sheet from the Black Magic Truck in front of me, and just there, and on the other pieces there, and there are the grooves what the hinges slide in, and you can see one is wider and where the other one's a bit narrow. And when I go to build this truck, I'll show you that a lot more, but you can see those grooves are there. They are there. That's what these hinges are sliding into. I'll just put this piece over here. I'll just put this piece down there for now. I can put that back later. Now I'll grab the other door. I'll slip the I'll clean this one up and slip the hinges into it as well too. Just going to grab this. There's a piece of moulding there I want to take off. So I'm just going to take that piece off. Put that down flat and cut that piece off. Came off when I took the other piece off it. Don't tell me you piece are not going to come off it. It'll come off. Okay, just take a bit of persistence. I've never had a hinge break yet. Never had one break on me. There it goes. That piece of stuff just broke off for me. It's gone. Just going to clean this up first so I can get all these tiny little burrs out of the way. That's where the files come in handy for all that. Clean these up so it'll be good, so when they slide in, they'll slide in. I've got the glasses in these. There's the glass there. That's the glass right there. I'm tapping on it with a knife. Like what I said, when I go to build up the Blackie, you'll see me building it from the chassis parts right through. You'll get to see to build that one. I might build it later. I have to get some paints and build it later. It's a beautiful truck built up that black magic. That's a rare kit, that kit to find. Right, that's that. That one cleaned up, that one fixed up. Right, there's bits on this one that need to come off. There's two little lugs there. They're from when it's been moulded. They have to come off out of the way or the hinge won't go in. Just nip them off. Go. There we go. Alright, that's that one. That's the topping for that door. That's the topping. Put that there so it can be seen. Now I'm going to get this, shave the rest of that piece off this one. There's a tad bit there actually. I might get the file and file this off. It's my knife a tad bit blunt for doing this. I don't need that. Don't need the glue. Right, there's the other hinge for the other door. That's, like I said, that's the bottom one and that's the top one. Now, get this in so it slides into its groove. Might be a tad bit tight, this one. When these are a tad bit tight, that's why I have the file on hand for. So I've had this happen before where I need to get the file and just file them off a bit so they slide in nice and neatly. They slide. You don't want, because you got, when you push the door in, you've got to push the door in so it slides. You'll see what I'm talking about in a sec when I get to that section. It just slips in. Right, that's that. I'll just fold down a bit so it just makes it a bit more. Just put that there so you can see it. Just the same on this one. I'll just knock that down a bit. I'll knock that down a bit. Just knock that down, so that's right. There we go, that's those two done. Okay. Right, 24. Now, bottom. Oh, wrong way. There it is, it's slid in, but it's too far in for me at the moment. Sliding in and out extremely well, that. Yes, it is. That one's just a tad bit tight. Make it so it's just that fraction bit looser. That's better. This one is still just a little bit tight. This one. This one is just that fraction bit tight. When I get it going right, that'll go right. Hey, flipped over on me, did you could? And I'm working with something small. Okay, you just been a little bit of a pain to me, you are. Yep. Right, okay, that's that. That should be right now. Just need that. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. Just noticed I have a little bit of leftover stuff on the end of this one. When I push it in, it should push it out of the way. That's it. That's it. Go in there, you. Go in there. Just doesn't want to slide in for me. And there it goes, it's in. Okay. That's the other side door, that's this side door. Now here I go, I'm going to put the doors on. You'll get to see them going on. The cab. Turn that there around. Now, pick this up. Goes on there like that. And that goes on there like that. And I just push that door all the way in. It should go click. And that should go click click for me. If it doesn't, it does, but it just takes that little bit to get them in. There we go, they're going on. There's the door on. See, it's hinging. That's the door on. Just took that little bit of persuasion and that door is on. They don't sit right flush because they hinge. There it is, it's in. That door's in. It's in right. There we go, it's in. Good. Just sits a bit out so when you go to open it up, you can open it up. There's the door. Oh, there's that door on. See it? Hinges because of those two little hinges I put in there. And then that's them on. That's how they've worked this out on these Revell kits. You don't pull that any further past because there's an air tank goes there. I might grab the air tank and glue the air tanks in it too as well. That's one door on. Be the same for the other side. It will go on too. It's good when these just go in. Makes it easier. These two clips goes the right way. See, it comes in at an angle. Goes onto that one. like that, and goes on to that one up top up there. Or fold that door in for a sec. Now this one I glued in is just sitting up too, sitting down a bit too far. That's why I'm glad this glue doesn't set completely fast. So I've got time to change things around when I have to change things around. Yeah, I've got the right hinges on. Yeah, that piece has gone up a bit too far. I've gone down a bit too far, so it needs to come up a bit. This piece, it's up. It's slipped down in when I slipped it in. That's it. Let's come up a bit, so the hinge can. It'll be right, and I'll be right. Oi, pull that hinge out. Just having a little bit of a hiccup here. On this side, but that's what you always get with these. Because that hinge has to slip into that groove in there. Oi, you coot. Slid in there on me, did you? You coot.